I want to build a thing. I know, shocking. In Minecraft, weird. And we have a lot of prime real estate. For anyone that's not aware, our real estate basically goes from this little land bridge going around, then forms a circle along the side of this mountain ridge, and then goes back and around. This is a little confusing part, but hey, that's fine. And I want to build almost like a small, like, keep with a wall on the mountainside. And I think in there could actually be kind of cool. Or in, actually, maybe up there by the church. Let's look over in this direction. I do like the idea of this, like, little bit, like, of an inlet over here. By the way, all this, powdered snow. Kind of, like, can't land there. Or up on top of this cherry tree area, which could be fun. I've never looked back here. Now I understand why. Not much to look at. All right, moving on. But I feel like we could do something with this possibly over here, but the way this land is shaped, I kind of like the idea of that. Let's look at it from another angle. The more villager noises you can put into it, the more clear your image. It go up there. It go up there. It go up high. It go there. Yes. I'm going to show you how to plan a build. All right, so I want to make a little castle on a huge hilltop. So what we're going to do is essentially we're going to build this out a tiny little bit for where we're going to have the land of this be. And kind of just pick like a spot that's far enough out. I feel like we might even be too far already. I think maybe here. And I'm just going to make a 31 by 31 square. And I'm going to show, we're going to go. We're just going to go. Ready, ready, ready. I'm not realizing how big this is going to be. Yeah, that's better. Big platform. So let me explain how to prepare for a build. This is not what I would normally do, but I thought opening up an art program to be able to show you what my thoughts are would be very effective at communicating what I'm trying to get by. So this yellow square, that's our current 23 by 23 platform of grass, okay? To be able to prepare for what this build is going to be, we have to understand what this build is going to be. So I'm thinking we add some walls so we're able to keep the villagers in, keep other mobs out. And I have it lined up, divided into these three sections right here. This first one, that's where the staircase is going to go, okay? Keep villagers in, everything else out. Make it a little bit more interesting, though. We're going to put a house in the back left corner. It's going to be a little bit of a tower. Reason for that, I want it to look good, and that's going to make it so the height on this build is going to be varied as the walls here, all the way down here, but this and a unique roof on top is going to make it very interesting, and we're going to get to that roof in the next episode. But by having this, it's going to look good from a distance. After that, though, I want it to look good on the interior. So these blue lines are going to be crosswalks, and this center one right here of the three sections is going to be staircase up to it. We're going to have that be for an above crosswalk, and we're able to enter below it, so we're able to have some storage and things like that underneath, and we're able to get into the house from this second story over here. Another reason why that house is important, there's going to be free range villagers throughout here, except for in the house. I'm going to have some dedicated villager trading cells. So that way I'm able to know where my most important villagers are every time I head up here, so I don't have to go looking for them. Now we know what the plan is. How do we prepare for it? Well, what is it going to sit on? What is going to be happening here? Is it going to be a floating island? Is it going to be a platform? Am I putting a skyscraper underneath it? No. Weird, funky tower with outward walls. Outward angled walls, I should say. This serves a few purposes. First off, the angle of it all is going to make it so all the surrounding area points your eyes from the outset going upward to this build, which is going to hopefully have a really unique shape on the top and make it really eye-catching. And I'm hoping from the angle of where you're going to be, for most of the time, you're not seeing the hill in the background, you're seeing this build on the skyline, which I think will look beautiful, especially some shaders. You get the sun coming from behind it as the sun's rising. It's going to look good. So that's going to help with that. The other reason, though, is I love redstone. I absolutely love it. Yesterday you saw in a video, I made a new little storage system design that makes it so we're able to shrink what our massive storage system is going to be down to something a little bit more manageable. I'm super duper excited for that. I want more redstone though. So I'm thinking, we're able to have layered farms, and as it expands downwards, because, this is 23 by 23, but the bottom might be like 41 by 41. That's amazing. That's a lot of space. We can put a tree farm at the bottom of that. We could put a cobblestone farm above that. And above that, we can have a little like spot for like farm villagers to have, you know, carrots and potatoes and harvest all the potatoes and all that. And it'll be collected down here. We have a ton of space underneath for all these farms that every build's supposed to have a purpose here. We're able to fit them in here instead of having like tree farm number 3, because I don't know how to make one that's for nether trees and regular trees out and about. We're able to have them all right here, and I'm super, super excited for that. Now, I just got to build this bit, so let's get going. So now that you've seen the sketch and you've seen the platform, the idea is how do we make this connect with the world? I wanted it to be something really high up because villagers are very important for this. So like, if we can put a big castle with like a gate right here, make it really imposing, I think it'd be such a beautiful like eye catch, and it really impacts the like, you know, the skyline of the city, and it makes it so this beautiful mountain has like a little bit of something extra to it. We just got to make this part. So the way I'm going to do this, and the way I've decided to do this, is fairly simple. I'm just going to go 1 and make sure I don't die. That's the big goal. I see a flaw with my idea. It's fine. I didn't even get near the bees. It's fine. So what I'm going to do, though, is this doesn't count, though. The top's going to be a little bit different. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm just going to go up by 1. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to continue this pattern. And now I just got to build that all the way around in its entirety, but also add texture to it. Should be simple enough. Now, have I explained before how to texture? Yes. Will I explain again? Yes, of course, my silly little truffle. Of course I will explain how to texture. Gray blocks is what we're using, so we're going to get gray blocks. We're not going to go with the moss because that just wouldn't, I think, fit as well. I think it'd be cool, but I just don't think it'll fit as well. We're going to go make some more cracked stone brick, I think. We have the stone, we have the andesite. Might be a good move to maybe grab a little bit more andesite and turn some of it into the polished variant. Now what we do is we kind of just eyeball a little bit. Just try to eyeball. I'm going to go with here. We just kind of scroll. And we're just put down random blocks. Nothing special. Eyeball this side too. My guess is here. And the thing is, if I'm wrong, it'll be okay. And yeah, now we're just going to go all the way up to there. Isn't that fun? Isn't that quirky? Actually, we're going to have to check because we're probably going to have to move. I'm stupid. 1, 2, 3. I'm counting falling. 4, 5. That needs to be out. That needs to be out. That needs to be out. And this is why sometimes failure is an option. Because if you're bad enough, it's your only option. Welcome to Positive TED Talks with Greg. We have a little bit of a start to it, and I just want to kind of like, yeah. It's just, I really like the pop of the polished andesite. I mean, it just looked good, I think. But yeah, this is the kind of thing I want. It's supposed to be imposing. So I want it to be something that just kind of like, I don't know, like this is the town hall. This is where like things get done. But you know, that's where like the king lives or something like that is my idea, you know? So that's coming along well. I have to go fry up some more of the cracked stone brick and we're going to get back to it. All right, well, I got to the top of all this and it's kind of time to explain what we have to do with, well, the other sides. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I love big tower. It's going to peek up over here. Yes. But because it moves out, each one of these we got to bring out by 1, out by 2, out by 3, out by 4, out by 5, and so on. So the base is going to be a good amount wider, and we're going to also have the staircase. Probably start possibly here at the front, and like snake down and on the side, and we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking of actually going interior with the staircase possibly, so it might be the entrance is right here, or maybe right here just because it fits better with the natural landscape, and go inside, pop out through the side, go up, and then go around. Obviously, it's going to depend, and I'm going to try to figure it out. Starting from the top, which makes it a little bit more, what's the right word? Annoying? By the way, villager breeder. Good job, guys. So, yeah, I've finished one side, and that's 25% done. But because of the way it's shaped, that is the largest 25%. because obviously if we divide it into 4 even halves, it's not even halves. So yeah, time for 1, 2, and 3. Or I guess 2, 3, and 4. Maybe. By the way, I just want to mention that, like, I full on, I want to make it very clear. Like, when you saw me eyeballing it in a previous clip of like, hey, this is where this goes, right? Like, I got it spot on. Like, I'm doing this to, like, fill out this little bit here to figure out where this is going to be. And the next one here is going to be, like, to that far out. But, like, I perfectly just eyeballed that. And I think that deserves... I'm going to go with 1 if you know what? If this video can get 1 extra subscriber than most videos, I'll be very proud of you. I think this is a good vantage point to just be able to show what I'm kind of talking about, where this is just this kind of diagonal line off the side that goes off. It almost reminds me of like an Aztec style foundation. And on this side, I've already started heading my way up, and just like, I'm going to be... You're gonna see a little thing pop up right now. This is reminding me of something, and it starts with an H. I'm guaranteed. I know it from Civilization 6, dagnabbit. All right, and well, we have 25%, 50%, and a good old 75% done. That's about 3 halves, I believe, that is done now, and we only have the last half to do, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna go around, probably die, and just see if there's any spot that just doesn't make sense for where this is. And in all honesty, I think that might just be it. Is that one right there? I think the rest is all pretty solid. Dang. Normally I don't do this well. But yeah. Well, all right then. I'm going to go to bed again. We're going to do another half. There was a creeper at the top of the ladder. I will be back for you. I also need another ladder. I did the thing. Well, now you can see the thing. I was thinking you'd be able to see more of it from this angle, but I was entirely... Dagnabbit, it's more pillagers. But yeah, this is part 1. This is the foundation of what is going to be a small castle on the very top. I really like being able to have this. I'm excited. I'm going to plan on putting, like, the gate, probably, I'm guessing, on this side, and let the stairs fall down that way, go around that side, and then on the interior pop out and hopefully be right there. I think it'll be looking really, really good to have stairs like that. Obviously, the roof is going to follow the pattern we have here, which means I have to go get more mud and more mud brick. We might need a wheat field soon. But yeah, so tomorrow you should expect to be able to see the castle go up. The day after that, the detailing. And the day after that, we're going to put a villager trading hall in there. Wait, somebody. How many videos are coming out in succession? That's right. You can say thank you. Thank you, Greg.